And you know, if they say we're going to take away your tax-exempt status, and the church is cowed by that threat, the church is worried by that threat, my advice to the church is spit in their eye. Give the tax-exempt status back to them. That is a horrible reason to compromise the preaching of the truth. Oh, we're worried we could lose our tax-exempt status. Tax-exempt status. Give it back to them. Have Mass out in a vacant lot. Give them back all the hospitals, all the churches, all the buildings. All those taken together are nothing compared to the bold proclamation of the truth in season and out of season. We're at war, all right, and the very survival of humanity hangs in the balance.
Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Well, I hope you're having a good day, getting closer to God and following His ways, because Yahweh is the best way. Today I wanted to follow up on what the pastor was talking about regarding the 501c3 and being tax exempt, churches that are tax exempt, and usually they're 501c3 entities. And my feeling is this, getting down to the bottom line. If a church applies to be a 501c3, it's really running as a corporation, as a business. And yes, it's a nonprofit organization. But just because it's nonprofit doesn't mean that the people are not making a lot of money from it. You know, there's things that you can do. Me being a CPA, I don't want to get involved in it, talk to you the ins and outs of it. But it loses its punch in regards to religion. It loses its punch. And on top of that, the state gives all 501c3s that fall under the umbrella or the entity a lot of different requirements. And so then you are enslaved, for lack of a better word, with the regulations and rules of the state. So how I look upon it is this: years ago, before we had a government that was basically helping out people who are poor, sickly, and underprivileged, going back, say, 100 years ago, when the government was a lot smaller, the churches filled the need to help out the people in the local area. People would go to the church for, say, food, clothing, maybe, like I said, a hand up as opposed to a handout. Now, if you look at it, churches really don't get involved too much into helping out the local area. And if anything, they're asking monies from you as opposed to you helping you out. And the government has taken over that role, the role of what the church used to be. The church filled that role. Now the government has filled that role. But there is a tremendous cost when the government fills that role. The role of the government gets a lot bigger, a lot more powerful. And at the end of the day, you'll be subject to the power and the whims of the government. So I wanted to speak about that, and I wanted you to guys understand that and analyze things with a little bit more of a knowledge behind it, to understand how the game is being played, and try not to get involved in those things. And so that's basically what I want to speak about today. I hope you understood it. I hope you appreciated it. If you liked it, please give it a like. As always, God bless.